So, content creators, you ever wonder why like your friends and your family never engage or interact like with the shit that you post online, like your work and stuff like that? Now, I'm not one to gatekeep what content creation is because technically when you upload something on the internet, that is content creation. You're creating content. What I'm talking about is people who purposefully and who with intent like cultivate and create this product to present to the world for a particular purpose, for a particular reason. Not the people who just upload pictures of like a selfie, like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who purposefully and with intent create something for people to consume. I'm putting out for the world because I want the world to take this message out of this. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. If you don't, then it's not for you. But the people that gets what I'm saying, they know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's noticeable when you create content. It's I don't care what nobody say. The people like to say, well, your friends and your family, they aren't your customers. Well, if they're not your customers and you're not my customers and you're not that, then don't don't be in this space. You know what I'm saying? Let the people who want to consume my content consume it because it's all mechanics to it. And if you're not engaging, you're not interacting, you're actually hurting the person you say that you love, the person that you say that you care about. We're all trying to make moves and we're all trying to push our product and we're all trying to push our likeness. And for you to not engage, but you're watching all the stories. You know our lives better than we know our lives. You can tell us everything that's going on, but you never leave any kind of footprint. I don't think people understand how offensive that is. I mean, even if you're not a content creator per se, I can understand like people get really offended by that because like what are you watching for? Are you watching, because you care? Are you watching because you're nosy? Are you watching because you want to see the downfall? You want to, you know what I'm saying? And the reason I know this is true, and I know people do watch, is especially for me because my Instagram, it's pretty. I don't know what the male version of a vamp is, but like a vamp is kind of like kind of unconventional, non-traditional. I think I'm probably the most non-traditional person in my family. I show skin, I cuss, I don't live by societal norms or by societal rules, and stuff like that. I post art, and it could be myself, it could be other people. I'm a photographer, I'm a musician, I do all of these things. So it is very strange to me when I'm doing all of this work and people can they tell me like, oh, I saw this and, da, 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 and this and this and that. And you have to pay attention to like your engagement. You have to pay attention to like who's reacting, who's responding. So when you notice like, wait, you're not even responding to this, but you can tell me, it makes you look like a hater. You know what I'm saying? It makes you look like a hater. It makes you look like you're just watching and you're not trying to push me forward. And for me and my friends and my family, and when I say family, I'm not talking about my siblings. I'm not talking about my nieces. My nieces and my sisters, they're really really good about engaging with the stuff that I put up online. They're really really good about it. But I do notice, with cousins and stuff, you see them liking everybody else, and but they don't fuck with my stuff like that. But they can tell me. They can tell me like what I'm posting. They can tell me what I'm doing. They can tell me what's going on in my life. It's just very, very strange. And the cousins that the cousins that I'm talking about, they know who they are. And the ones who I'm not talking about, they know I'm not talking about them. A hit dog will or will not holler. The shoe either will fit or will not fit. And I hate the rhetoric like it's just social media. You shouldn't pay attention and blah 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 blah. Well, if it's not social media, if it's not that serious, then why are you here? Why are you here? Because once you remove them and they notice that you remove them, they're going to feel some type of way, but it's not that serious. I saw somebody say on Instagram, and I thought this was very, very, very interesting. They said how people respond and react to things in real life, that's how they actually act. But on social media, how they respond and stuff like that and how they engage is how they think. I thought that was extremely profound because it's true. Typically on social media, because there is this wall, like you can't touch me, you can't do nothing to me, I'm untouchable. There is that air on social media. So that's truly what they think. You can't do a goddamn thing to me. Whew, these lights got me sweating. I just got in from the gym. The lights, flashing lights. So I'm gonna tell you why I think people don't fuck with you, like why they don't respond. Because for one, they're probably talking about you. They're probably talking about you to other people, and they can't be seen showing that public support because that would be phony. And most people don't want to be exposed as phony, but a lot of people are phony. A ton of people are phony. For two, they don't see it for you. They don't think you got what it takes. They don't think your work is all that impressive. They don't see it for you. And I'm gonna say three, but this is a very, 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 very rare exemption. They just don't care. They don't care. They don't see the value. They don't get it. It doesn't connect like, hey, I probably need to like this because it's gonna push my friend forward. It's gonna push my family forward. But that's a very, very rare very, very rare case. And they just don't see it. That's very, very rare. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I have celebrities that like my stuff, and I've gotten engagement from celebrities. So I know if this celebrity and such and scene could take time to engage my stuff, cousin Brittany, I know you got time. I know you got time. I know because you're watching everything. You're watching everything I'm doing, so you see it. You see it. Then again, like the universe will send you people to replace those people. But it sucks that like it has to come from people not in your camp. Now I don't know about y'all, but I do have a circle of supportive allies and friends who do, but it's a very compared to like the amount of people that I've met, and I don't know if this applies to y'all content creators, but compared to the amount of like people that I've met and I've shaken hands and broken bread with, a very, very small percentage of those people actually engage with my stuff and like fuck with it. And that's up to them. Like I said, I live in South Carolina, so it's pretty conservative, and a lot of people have grown up with those like conservative, like, oh, like he's showing his legs, he has his shirt off. I can't. And another thing, like I posted something on Facebook, and somebody that I know, they're gonna comment and say like, you should call me, like I said call me or something like that, but didn't like the post. So that just let me know also, like, you're seeing what I'm posting, you're seeing what I'm dropping, you see what I'm dropping, you just choosing not to until it's beneficial for you to engage with it, until you get something out of it. And I'm not one of those people. If I see you making moves, if I see you making strides, like I'm gonna leave a comment. I'm gonna leave a like. And people really underestimate the value of those things. For one, it's free and it takes 2 seconds. Like you have time to like create these habits in your day-to-day life to where you can do other stuff. You can do, and because they're gonna be people that's gonna come on this video and say you making a big deal, and it's gonna be those people. They're gonna be there because they don't get it, and those aren't my kind of people anyway. Like those aren't people that I would be friends with, because I want all my friends and my family to make it. Hell, get me the fuck up out of here too. So I'm gonna push your shit too, because like get me up out of here, get me up out of here. Unless you just don't believe in me, which is fine. But if you don't believe in me, go. Like the relationship doesn't have to be like, if you don't believe in what I'm pushing, like we don't have to be friends on social media. And that's why I've stopped adding friends and family. Like I use a lot of discretion nowadays when I add like friends and people that I meet in person. I I, I used to be like accept, fault, but now I don't do that because those people aren't the ones, like when you're dropping them gems, they're not gonna respond. They're not going to respond. They're gonna talk about you. They're going to. But I just want to know, content creators, have y'all experienced this? Is this something that you have dealt with? What are your thoughts? How do you feel? And I know there's going to be people that's going to come on and say, like, you just got to keep pushing. And I'm going to push. I mean, obviously, because one, two, three, four, five monkeys don't stop the show, don't stop the circus. It don't stop the movie. It don't stop the production. It's just something that I noticed that's extremely eye opening, because you're liking all these celebrities posts, you're liking everything else. Watch that, y'all. Watch that, and don't let people come to you and say, well, da 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 da. And no, because the people you see it for are the people you see it for. Don't They see what you're doing, and keep posting, because they see and they notice. They see and they notice. I'm out of here. Will you be there in the thunder through the storm? Will you be there? I can't remember the rest of the words.
Will you be